Rey Mysterio Jr. was one of the biggest surprises of the night at Royal Rumble 2018. The 43-year-old is currently competing with 5 Star Wrestling on their new weekly TV show. Mysterio also competed on Season 3 of Lucha Underground last year. With his appearance in the Royal Rumble, however, many are wondering where Mysterio could end up by the end of 2018. Well, following the end of his contract with Lucha Underground, there had been some speculation Mysterio would end up in Impact Wrestling. Evidently, contract negotiations between the two sides were unable to reach a deal, however. At the moment, Mysterio's WWE return is considered a one-off deal for the Royal Rumble. But by the sounds of it, both sides are interested in working out a deal for him to become more active in WWE. The Luchador spoke with the Mirror in the UK recently on the subject. Let's take a look at some of the interview's highlights. On the reaction he received at the 2018 Royal Rumble, here's what Mysterio had to say. "It's been incredible. I have nothing to say but to thank the fans for their loyalty, for their respect, for being a Rey Mysterio fan from day one, and for all those fans that have never seen me on TV, because this is a new generation of fans that are watching the WWE. So to all the new fans that have heard about Rey Mysterio, or played me in a video game, or seen me on the network, for the first time if you got the chance to see me at the Royal Rumble, thank you very much for being part of it as a fan." Now you might remember, Rey received a much different reaction in 2014, when he was the last participant to enter the Rumble, when many were hoping that Daniel Bryan would come out in the number 30 spot. So here's what Mysterio had to say on the reaction he received at the 2014 Royal Rumble, which was also held in Philadelphia. "When they are expecting to see a face that they want to see and you give them the wrong one, then they are going to boo. Not at you, but at the way that show was written. So this time I was very fortunate to be number 27, to come out after 3 years and have that emotional feeling of being loved and being wanted to be seen again. To be able to be seen again in front of the WWE Universe was just incredible." Now, the really interesting part of the interview, however, was when they talked about the possibility of Rey Mysterio re-signing with WWE and having a more active schedule, although at 43, he would most likely remain a part-timer. But here's what he had to say on the possibility of him re-signing with WWE and going back there on a more closer to full-time basis. Full-time by what Ronda Rousey considers full-time. "I want to say that there is a big possibility that I will be back. We're figuring out what the situation is, from both ends. But there is definitely a positive feedback on behalf of the fans, on behalf of the WWE staff, and behalf of myself, man. I think we're possibly going to sit down and negotiate something where we can both work together and have a good time and enjoy." So it certainly sounds like negotiations are ongoing to bring Rey Mysterio back into WWE. Now, Mysterio does have bookings all over the world for the foreseeable future that he's going to need to fulfill. He's competing with 5 Star Wrestling and some other places, but it's not currently known how long his deals are with those promotions. But it does sound like there are plans for Rey Mysterio and WWE to work out a deal. When that might happen is a little bit more up in the air. Do want to remind everyone, however, to please hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss any news or reports concerning to Rey Mysterio Jr.'s contract status or any news going on in the world of professional wrestling. I'm the Guy from Spoiler Free Wrestling.